Welcome back everyone, it's Mrs. Buddan with today's numeracy lesson. We shall continue to focus on the 3 times tables for this lesson, so why not start with a song?
Times tables today, sing with Todd and Ziggy all the way. It's time to sing along to our 3 times table song. It's as easy as can be. Ethan, sing along with me. We will learn efficiently. I am sure you will agree. Let's start now, please. 1 3 is 3, and 2 3s are 6. 3 3s are 9. 4 3s are 12. 5 3s are 15, and 6 3s are 18. 7 3s are 21. 8 3s are 24. 9 3s are 27. 10 3s are 30. 11 3s are 33. 12 3s are 36. We have sung our 3s. We learn with ease. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 and 24, 27 and 30, 33 and 36. We have sung our 3s. We learn with ease. It's time to sing along to our 3 times table song. It's as easy as can be. Ethan, sing along with me. I'm sure you'll agree that it's time to test the 3s. Let's start now, please. 1 3 is, and 2 3s are. 3 3s are. 4 3s are. 5 3s are. And 6 3s are. 7 3s are. 8 3s are. 9 3s are. 10 3s are. 11 3s are. 12 3s are. We have sung our 3s. We learn with ease. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 and 24, 27 and 30, 33 and 36. We have sung our 3s. We learn with ease.
Here is your learning target for today. I can recall and use facts for the 3 times tables. So that means you can remember and use all the information you know to help you with your 3 times tables. That will include multiplication and also division today. These are the resources you will need: paper and pencil from your learning packs, cubes, counters, marbles, sweets, cakes, any practical material that you can use to help you today. Let's make a start. Pause the video here to have a think about these questions. Number 1, how many pears can you see? Number 2, how many fish? And number 3 asks you to complete the number track. Let's take a look. Number 1, how many pairs? There are 18 pairs altogether. As you can see, there are 6 bags with 3 pairs in each. 6 times 3 equals 18. Number 2, the answer was 9, as there are 3 fish bowls with 3 fish in each. So 3 multiplied by 3 equals 9. And number 3, complete the number track. It already starts with 3, 6, 9, and you needed to include 12, 15, 21, 27 and 33. Have you all made a good start? Can you help me to count in 3s? So let's start with 3. Yes, you are right. So we've got 3. And the next number is 6. Good. And then we have 9. After now 3 more, that makes 12. 15. Good. 6 lots of 3s, 18. Well done. We have 7 lots of 3s. That's 21. 8 lots of 3s. That's 24. 9 lots of 3s, 27. 10 lots of 3s are 30. 11 lots of 3s are 33. And 12 lots of 3s are 36. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. How many sets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Makes 36. Well done. Pause the video here to have a think. How many groups of 3 teddies can you see? How many groups of 3 teddies? There are 4 groups of 3 teddies, and 4 times 3 equals 12. Or we could say there are 3 teddies in each group, and there are 4 groups. 3 times 4 equals 12. They both give us the same answer. Did you get that one correct? Oh, now take a look at this one. How many groups of 3 teddies can you see? Pause the video to have a think. How many groups of 3 teddies can you see? There are 8 groups with 3 teddies in each. So 8 times 3 equals 24. Or we can say there are 3 teddies in each group, and there are 8 groups. 3 times 8 equals 24. Did you get that number sentence correct? Here is an array. Pause the video to take a look. Can you find the 4 sentences that are related? We need 2 multiplication sentences and 2 related division. Have a go and see how you get on. How did you get on? Our learning target today is looking at our 3 times tables. So we are going to divide our array into groups of 3. So you can see there are 6 groups of 3, and 6 times 3 equals 18. And if we know that 6 times 3 equals 18, we know that 3 times 6 also equals 18. And when looking at our related division, we can use 18 shared or divided by 3 equals 6. And we can also say that 18 divided by 6 equals 3. I wonder who got that correct. Well done. If you did, that is absolutely fantastic. Oh, let's take a look to see what the children are getting up to in this picture. Whitney has rolled the dice and her numbers total 8. And on the grid you can see that all the multiples, it contains all the multiples of 3. Whitney has rolled 8 altogether, so she multiplies that by 3. 8 times 3 equals 24, and you can see her yellow circle is 24. Eva has also rolled 2 dice, and her answer was 33. So, what number did Eva roll on her dice? Have a think. How did you get on with this one? Were you correct? Eva rolled 11. So when she rolled her 2 dice, to make 11, she would have rolled 5 and 6, because we know that 11 times 3 equals 33, and because she had the answer of 33, therefore she would have rolled 11. Which card has the greater value? Teddy has a card with number 5 on, and Jack has the card with 18 divided by 3. So, who has the greatest value? Pause the video here to have a think. Here you can see that Jack had the greatest value because 18 divided by 3 equals 6. And the related multiplication, 6 times 3 equals 18, or 3 times 6 also equals 18. Whereas Teddy had 5. So well done if you were able to work out that question. What about this one? Which card has the greater value? This time Teddy has 12 times 3 and Jack has 12 divided by 3. Who has the greater value? Which card has the greater value? This time it is Teddy who has the greater value because 12 times 3 is 36. Or 12 times 3 is 36. So the answer is 36. Whereas Jack, 12 divided by 3, the answer is 4. And 36 is bigger than 4. Did you get that one too? Ooh, now here's a challenge. What is 19 times 3? I wonder who will be able to answer this question. Eva said she started with 12 times 3 because she knows what 12 times 3 is and then counted up 7 more 3s. Shall we see how she managed to work it out? So if you can remember, our question was what is 19 times 3? Eva said she started with 12 times 3 because she knows that 12 times 3 is 36 and then she counted up 7 more 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. However, we want to know what the answer is. So 36 add 3 more gives us 39. 39 add 3 more gives us, have we getting it? Well done, gives us 42. 42 add 3 more gives us, what's the answer? Well done, 45. 45 add 3 more gets us to 48. We're doing really well here. 48 add 3 more gets to 51. 51 add 3 more gives us a total of 54. And 54 add 3 more gives us 57. So let's take a look. We wanted to know the answer to 19 times 3. Eva started with 12 times 3 and then added 7 more. And can you see 12 add 7 makes 19 altogether. So that's 19 lots of 3s. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And we've worked out that 19 times 3, the answer is 57. I wonder who got that one correct today. When calculating 19 times 3, this is what Teddy said. I added 10 times 3 and 9 times 3 to make 57. Ooh, so shall we see Teddy's method? Teddy is very clever with his 3 times tables because he says he knows he can find the answer to 19 times 3 by adding 10 times 3 and 9 times 3 because he knows that 10 times 3 equals 30 and he knows that 9 times 3 equals 27. And when you add 30 and 27 together, you make the total of 57. Remember, we want 19 lots of 3s, so that's 10 lots of 3s there. Add the 9 lots of 3s there, that is 19 altogether. So 30 add 27, and the answer makes 57. Can you all see that? That was a really good method. Jack also has a method for calculating the answer to 19 times 3. He says he knows that 10 times 3 add 10 times 3 is equal to 20 times 3, and that answer gives you 60. And then all he has to do is take 1 3 away. Shall we look to see how he worked this one out? Oh, let's take a look at Jack's method. So Jack says that he knows that 10 times 3 plus 10 times 3 is equal to 20. So he knows that 10 lots of 3s add 10 lots of 3s, and we have 20 lots of 3s all together. So 20 lots of 3s gives us the answer of 60, because 10 times 3 equals 30, plus 10 times 3 equals 30, and we add those two 30s together and we get an answer of 60. So 20 times 3 equals 60. Is everyone keeping up so far? However, we only want 19 times 3, not 20 times 3. So Jack has taken a 3 away. So he's taken 3 away from 60, which leaves us with an answer of 57. Ooh, that's also a very good way of calculating 19 times 3. Well done to Jack. It is now your turn to try and answer some of the questions on the next 2 slides. Remember, you are recalling and using what you know about the 3 times tables. So try and remember all that you have learned so far to help you. Remember, you can go back and pause at any slide in this video for further support, or even look back at previous lessons. Good luck! Pause the video here to answer these 5 questions. Number 1 asks you to complete the multiplications. So you've got section A and you have section B. And then number 2, Danny makes an array using counters. Write 2 multiplication and 2 division facts that are represented by the array. And we have done this previously. Number 3, complete the number sentences. 6 times 3. B, 3 times. So what multiplied by 3 will give you an answer of 27? And something divided by 11 will give you 3. So use all these related facts to help you. Remember, thinking about your counting on in 3s. Complete the number sentences for number 4. And number 5, you need to write the comparison signs bigger than, smaller than, or equal to. Looking at those number sentences, for example, in A, 33 divided by 11. Is that going to be greater than 3 or smaller than 3? You will need to work out the answer first. Okay, so have a go. Pause the video here for your second set of questions. Number 6, you have to colour the numbers in the 3 times tables. What do you notice, or what 2 patterns do you notice? Number 7, work out the missing values on each bar model. So you can see A and how many lots of 3s, and then you can see B with the whole part as 36 and what are the parts going to be. Number 8, Mo has 7 packets of 3 stickers and Eva has 3 packets of 9 stickers. Who has the greatest number of stickers? So with that problem, you will need to work out how many stickers. Number 9, A, it says complete the multiplications. Are the answers odd or even? So as well as working out the times tables, we need to recall our odd and even numbers. And B, what would the next multiplication be? And D, what do you notice? And D, will the product of 11 and times 3 be odd or even? And number 10, use the fact that, so if you know that 12 times 3 equals 36, Can you use that fact to work out 13 times 3, 3 times 15, 14 times 3 and 24 times 3? And how did you work them out? So there are lots of questions for you to work out and answer today, and to give you lots more practice. So have a go, try your best and see how you get on. Let's check your answers to the first sheet. Number 1, complete the multiplications. And the first one was 8 lots of 3s. Don't forget, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with 3 leaves on each. So 8 times 3 equals 24. B, we've got some cherries. We have 3 groups, 4 on each. 3 times 4 equals 12. Number 2, Danny makes an array using counters. You can see they are in groups of 3 and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. So we need to write 2 multiplication sentences and 2 division sentences that represent that array. So we can have 3 times 5, which equals 15, and we can have 5 times 3, which also equals 15. We can have 15 altogether, divided them into groups of 3, and the answer is 5. So 15 divided by 3 equals 5, and we can have 15 divided by 5 equals 3. So those were your related facts. Did you get those correct? Good start. Number 3, complete the number sentences. 6 multiplied by 3 equals 18. B, 3, we had 3 and we had 27, and we know that 9 multiplied by 3 equals 27. Or if you knew that 27 divided by 3, the answer was 9. Here we had the missing number, but we had something divided by 11 will give you 3, and we know that 3 multiplied by 11 is 33, so that was the missing fact there. D was 15, because we know that 3 times 5 is 15. The missing answer there was 36, because 12 times 3 is 36. And 0 multiplied by 3 is 0. Remember, when we do our tables, we say anything multiplied by 0 always gives you an answer of 0. Number 4, complete the number sentences. A, 2 times 3 equals 6. 4 times 3 equals 12, and 8 times 3 equals 24. And B, so we've got 6. What's equal to 6? And it's going to be 3 times 2. Here we have an answer of 12. What's equal to 12? It's 3 times 4. And don't forget, we're still looking at 3 times tables. And what's equal to the answer of 18? It's 3 lots of 6. And then 5, we're using the bigger than, the greater than, the smaller than, or the equal to compare. 33 divided by 11 is 3. And we have 3 on there, so those equaled. B, we have 27 is bigger than 30 divided by 3, because 30 divided by 3 equals 10. C, 9 divided by 3 equals 3, and 3 times 6 is 18, so that one is the bigger number, 3 times 6. And D, 6 times 3 is 18, and 6 divided by 3 is 2, so 6 times 3 was the bigger number. E, we have 3 times 6, also 18, and here we have 18 divided by 3, which gives you an answer of 6. So 18 is bigger than 6. And 0 times 3 we know is 0. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so 1 is bigger than 0. Lots of work to get on with there, and I hope you managed to get most of those correct. So well done if you did your best. Let's now take a look at the second page of questions. So colour all the numbers in the 3 times tables, and you can see if you coloured them all, you can see where they've all shaded: 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45 and 48. And it says, what do you notice? You You can actually see there the patterns go diagonally, don't they? Let's look at number 7. Work out the missing values in each bar. So in this bar we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we know that 6 lots of 3s give us a total of 18. So the answer was 18. And B, they gave us the whole part, which was 36. And we know that 36, when divided into 3 parts, each part is going to be 12. And number 8, Mo has 7 packets of 3 stickers and Eva has 3 packets of 9 stickers. Who has the greatest amount? We did say you needed to work these out. 7 times 3 is 21. Oh, we can put that in. Where's my 21 gone? So 7 times 3 is 21. And 3 times 9, or 9 times 3 is 27. So we can see there that Eva has the greatest number of stickers. Let's move over to number 9. Complete the multiplications. Are the answers odd or even? So 2 different things to do in number 9. So 1 times 3 gave you an example, and that is an odd number. 2 times 3, and the answer is 6. And 6 is an even number. 3 times 3 is 9, and we know that 9 is an odd number. 4 times 3 equals 12, and 12 is an even number. So it says, what would the next multiplication be? And the next one here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next one would be 5 times 3, which gives us an answer of 15. Now then, what do you notice about the products, about these multiplications? We can see that if it's an odd number multiplied by 3, we get an odd answer. If it's an even number multiplied by 3, we get an even answer. So, what will the product of 11 times 3 be? Will that be an odd or an even number? So, is 11 an odd number? Yes, it is. So, it will give us an odd answer. Very clever if you got this section right. I'll be really, really impressed. Now let's look at number 10. Use the fact that 12 times 3 equals 36. So we know that 12 times 3 equals 36. And we're going to use that, like we did previously, to answer these questions. 13 times 3, well, we know that we could use 12 times 3, add 1 more 3. Okay, that would give you 39, because 36 add 3 more makes 39. And 3 times 15, or it could be 15 times 3. Again, we use 12 times 3, and you could add 3 more 3s. Or you could have had 12 times 3, add 3 times 3, and that would still give you the answer. 14 times 3, you could have used 10 times 3, add 4 times 3, or if we're using 12 times 3, we could have used 12 times 3. Oh, let's put that down. 12 times 3, add, where are we? And 4 times 3. So that's what, oops, and I've got an equals there and not an add sign. So let's move that there. So we could have had that as well there. So it's a little bit to make it smaller. And the last one, 24 times 3. If we're using the 12 times 3, we could have just doubled, because 12 add 12 is 24. And so it would be 36 add 36, which gives you an answer of 72. My, that's been hard work today. I hope you all managed to get most of those correct today using your 3 times tables facts. Well done. You can pause the video on the next 2 slides if you would like to carry out some additional work today. Fantastic work today, everyone. Hopefully you are all now able to count in 3s, recognise the multiples of 3s, Write multiplication sentences for arrays. Use arrays when trying to find division facts, and use your knowledge of the 3 times tables to find division facts and solve multiplication and division word problems using these facts. So lots of things to do that you have learned for your 3 times tables. See you all next lesson.